Hello everyone, welcome back to the Zunker's Gaming Channel. I am Zunker. We are into a new LP that's going to be pretty short because in the Game Boy on the Nintendo Switch Online, they finally put a game in there that, unbelievably, they haven't done yet. Amazes me that wasn't put in. Super Mario Land. That's right, Super Mario Land is, that's probably a bit loud, is on the Nintendo Switch Online. Finally got there. I don't understand what took so long. Why it wasn't on there immediately, like where Super Mario Land 2 was, which I've already done a playthrough on this channel. Check it out. So now we actually played the first one. This is going to be a pretty short LP because this is a very short game. I like this game. It is not for everybody, but if you are a Mario fan in any way and you've never played this game, here's your opportunity, and so on. So here we go. First and foremost, I love the music of this game. This is a launch title for the Game Boy, so this game is older than I am. It's almost 40 years old. Yes, I'm old. And it shows. I mean, this game is on the original Game Boy, a launch title on the original Game Boy. So you know, it's not the most technologically advanced game ever. These hearts are 1-ups instead of the normal mushrooms. This is a fire flower, except it's not a fire flower. It's a Super Ball flower, which you probably know that if you know Mario Maker 2 at all, because it's in Mario Maker 2 and it's awesome, and it's underutilized. But this is Super Mario Land, and it is I think it's okay. It's a pretty alright game. It has its warts. One of the biggest warts this game has is its gravity system. And you can, you often drop like a log. You drop pretty quickly at times, and there's some platforming heavy parts to this game. But real quick, you notice there's 2 exits here, one on the bottom, one on the top. Try to always go for the top because you get a mini game when you do it, where you can get extra lives or the power up. I already have the Super Ball power up, so it's basically worthless. So I'm going to try to go for the... I missed it, but I got at least one. There is continues in this game, but I think you only get like 1. So if you game over and then use a continue, that's all you have. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so this game, there's Goombas, there's Koopas that explode. That's right, they explode and that will damage you. It's the only time that we have exploding Koopas that I'm aware of in Mario, but nonetheless. But yeah, this game is but this game's pretty good. Now the color pattern you're seeing here, I think is when you play off like the Super Game Boy probably. It's not the grayscale that you would normally see on the Game Boy, because Game Boy didn't have color until, well, the aptly named Game Boy Color. But yeah, this is Super Mario Land. Looks a lot different than Super Mario Land 2, doesn't it? Super Mario Land 2 looks a lot more like Super Mario World, which is actually a pretty impressive achievement in its own right. But that's, again, I talk about Super Mario Land 2 in the Super Mario Land 2 playthrough. But yeah, so we're already through World 1, 2, and yeah, and I've been talking through most of it, so... is this game hard? The first time you play it, I would say it's gonna get you, especially later levels, but it's not. But once you understand the gravity and everything, this game isn't overly difficult. There is one, well, I would say there's one really difficult. Those oddly colored blocks are blocks of fall. In the original game, in the grayscale, they weren't oddly colored. So you just had to find out the hard way. The thing about the Super Ball, by the way, is there's only one possible on screen at times. So unless you off-screen it, ooh, that was dumb on my part. Like, I deserve to get hit. I don't know how to get up here. But there is a way you can get up there. But now that now I'm small, I can actually get down here and get a free mushroom. So that's nice. But yeah, this is a Mario game. You're going out. You're in Sasra Land. I don't fucking know what it is. But you're actually saving Princess Daisy. and not Princess Peach. And this game doesn't have Bowser in it. Now this game came out. This game is not older than me. Yes. No, it is not. I'm thinking it's launch title. Game Boy is not older than me. So I think it was around like 90. It's 1989, and it was a launch title. So for some reason, I think this came out in '86. I was wrong on that. But this is Daisy. Oh, well, that's ridiculous. But this game actually came out in 1989, so I am older than that. Damn. Well, it came out after the first 3 Mario games, actually. Not long before Super Mario World came out on the Super Nintendo, maybe a year or 2 prior to that. So we've already had Mario games at this point, and you know, at this point, you know, up until this point, this is kind of what I'm talking about with the whole physics situation, gravity situation in this game. That was way more scary than it needs to be. By the way, the Super Balls does collect coins, so that's always nice. Oh, this music's so good, by the way. This is a Game Boy system. Oh, my favorite thing. The can as the Power Star music, and it is so bizarre. There is sub areas in this game, and here's one right here. Outside this. Here's one right here. They mainly are just areas to get coins if you want 1-ups and stuff. There is occasionally a power-up in there if you need it. I'm not gonna show off a bunch of that because I don't feel like it. But, you know, just do it yourself if you're interested. But yeah, no, I was saying, you know, for a Game Boy game to have this passive music as its launch title, and I get Mario. Fuck you. I get Mario music. Mario and music go kind of hand in hand. They typically have pretty good music. But man, this is really good music. It's surprising. I enjoy it. And I'm sad that Mario Maker 2 didn't further delve into Super Mario Land graphics and stuff for the game. Only give us the Super Ball the Super Ball power up, which is a good power up, by the way. I enjoy the power up a lot. By the way, there is actually hidden blocks here, but you can't get under there if you're big. If you're small, you can go that route. But if you are big, you cannot. But something I didn't know until very recently, actually. Ooh. Wow, that Star Wars pie. And let's do the can again. Unlike some other games with the Power Star, you don't gain speed with it, but that's okay. To shoot, you actually have to hit the run button first, so it's kind of a little bit of an awkward. Oh, that was a really nice jump. It's a little bit awkward to shoot off sometimes, but I like the Super Bowl. I like this game. I think this is a fantastic game. Again, I'm almost done with World 2. We are not even 10 minutes in this game. So again, this game is pretty short when you know what you're doing. There's only 4 worlds, 3 levels in each world. But our first shooting level, and what I think is still to this day one of the absolute best Mario songs out there. I love this theme. I unabashedly love this theme. And you'll hear this again in World 4-3. This is such a bizarre level. You're in a submarine, you're just shooting missiles. But I love this theme, and one of my older playthroughs, I made mention of this and actually put it as an edit, and had a, I don't know, I don't think it was in Super Mario Land 2. I don't remember which game I did that in. But because I didn't expect to play this game on the channel, I wasn't planning on playing Game Boy games, or many of them, and that's still honestly the case. But I love this theme. This is one of my top 3 Mario themes, period. And it's fantastic. Oh man, that was really good. Mario. I always try to get as many of these coins as I can. I never get all of them, but pretty good job. There is a weird glitch here when you're doing this level and the other one where you can kind of make Mario not die. It's bizarre. And they're dead. Okay. And we are through World 2. And just so I don't have just one part being an entire game, in just a little bit we'll call it a part, we'll go to part 2. Nothing too crazy. It's really good music too. Oh, Daisy! You're a squid! But that will do it for... Oops. That will do it for part 1 here, as we continue on and finish the game. We're already at the finale in part 2. Until then, everybody, deuces.